Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Kingdom blessings. As y'all can see, I'm sitting out here in the shade in the yard, just enjoying life on this morning. And I thought I would turn my camera on and spend a little time with you guys this morning. My son decided he wanted to take a nap, praise God. I pray that all is well with you on this Sunday morning. But what I wanted to talk to y'all about this morning was the Section 8 Rental Assistance Program. Time is up. Get out now. Time is up. Get out now. You know, as we embark on this 9th month, going into the 10th month of the year, this proposal is supposed to go into effect in 2026. From my understanding, they're going to be working on a lot of things. Y'all do your own homework where this is concerned. But as I was sitting here, I got to thinking about it. And I'm just going to speak to y'all about it in the way that God gave it to me and the way I understand it. The fact that there's going to be a lot of people sitting and waiting to see if this is really going to happen, as if they don't believe to this day that these people mean business with us. They truly mean business with us. I mean, every month of this year, something has happened. And now we're to a place where the Section 8 program is at risk. The mothers, the children, even some of you are sitting in Section 8 program and you have been working. And you have been working diligently, paying your bills, trying to survive at that level, at the base level which your pay could provide. And I commend you, and you've done a great job at that. What's going on now is not your fault. It's not nothing that you can stop where it comes to these people doing these type of things and putting people out on the side of the road. My heart goes out to you, especially for those young people that do not know how to survive on their own, that have never lived in market rent, have never paid market rent, and now market rent is unbearably out of your reach completely. There's no way you're going to be able to afford this. Just understand me, follow me now. You're already in Section 8 housing and they already got you set at a rent that you can pay right there. And it's nowhere near what the rent is out here for market rent for 2 and 3 bedrooms, starting at $2,000 and $1,500 and $1,800 and going up. And they want you to make that much on whatever job that you get. And you're not financially able or stable to be able to do this. And you're in these places and you got kids. And then you got some husbands in there too. You got some men in the Section 8 program too that are with their families and they still not able to provide at the level of which housing is today. This is going to be the worst situation we could possibly do and deal with right now, is to put all these mothers and children out in the street, fathers out in the street, grown men, grown women out in the street. But yet and still, no matter how we feel about it, we can have all the compassion in the world for those that are really struggling and those that just sat there on the system and now they realize their time is up and they don't know how to function because they have not allowed themselves to work at their full potential all of your life. But that's neither here nor there, but yet and still we're at that point. And we're only got a few months left. My suggestion is for you to get out now. Well, what do you mean by that? How are we going to go anywhere? What do we got to do? They're not going to care. Either you get out now and you start figuring it out. You start moving in a way that says, well, I got 2 years, I can figure this out, or I can figure this out now. Do you see your situation changing in 2 years? What else are you going to do to help your situation in 2 years? Or are you going to try to better your situation in 2 years, especially with the way the economy is today? Do you see any way that you can better yourself? Do you see any way you can get an extra job? Do you see any way you could take some of these base entry level jobs that they got out here and start beginning to work your way out of the system, work your way to a place where even if they allow you to stay in the system, that you are working your way to maybe take some courses in home buying and let your voucher begin to buy you a home. It's a lot. It's easier said than done when you've never been taught it. I get it. And it's going to be a harder situation to watch them put you and your kids out on the street and don't care where you're going to go. Now, see, I've witnessed this happening in a lot of situations where evictions are seen to be very cruel for the person that's renting the place, but yet the landlord still got to do what they got to do to keep their money coming in. Well, Section 8 is really no different. Section 8 is really no different. They got to do what they got to do to keep their money coming in, to keep the supply and demand going for those that truly need these units, such as now they're giving these units to the elderly and the truly disabled. Disabled veterans, disabled people that may be out on the side of the road with wheelchairs, or homeless, elderly people laying on the side of the road and things of that nature. Able-bodied people, men and women. Hear me very well. If you're living in these Section 8 conditions, it's time to get out now. It's time for you to start figuring out who you can go and live with if you know that the market is expensive, because I see a lot of y'all know how to use these computers very well. Y'all know how to use your electronics very well. So you already see what the market rent is. I don't have to take you down through there. I don't have to tell you what the market is out here and how rough it is out here, even for people that are actually working people. Working people are also sleeping in their cars. Working people are also homeless. Working people are also trying to figure out how to make ends meet. So it's not going to be no different from you. For you, you're just going to be out there trying to figure it out. And it's time now. It's time now. It's time to start figuring it out now. It's time for you to mend some fences with some of the people that you have been distanced from. It's time for you to start showing up and start trying to talk to your family and trying to talk to them a way to let them know that, you know, you need help, and that not only you need help, you're ready to be a team player to help them help you. Help them help you. A lot of y'all get that impression that if you move into somebody's house, for some way, shape, or form, the whole house becomes yours. Some way, shape, or form, you can move into somebody's house and be disrespectful. Some way, shape, or form, you feel like if you pay $2, you done bought the house. You just in there just being totally disrespectful, totally ignorant, totally arrogant, because of the fact that you have sat on your tail all these years and not being able to do anything because the rent was paid for you for free, and now that ride is over, and now you got to figure out who you can deal with. But do not, I'll repeat, do not bite the hand that's going to feed you. I'm going to say it again. Do not bite the hand that comes to feed you. Why? Because a lot of people are not opening their doors for people nowadays. This is going to be terrible because there's going to be a lot of kids. Foster care is not going to be able to hold all these children. They end up out here in these streets. The stress that the mother's under, if you under stress right now and inside that house, and you under stress and duress right now with not knowing how to maneuver, or you just in there just not making yourself productive, this is a time for you to get up and begin to make yourself productive, because I can see some things happening. Right now, it would be a shame, because there would be, I did a little research myself, and I found out that 3 million people are at risk for evictions. When this thing begins to move, when they get it together, of course, it's got to go through its Congress, it got to go through all the loops and all the blah, 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 little hoopla of the state or whatever. But when they begin to get the moving, don't you be just sitting there laying in your bed and they come and they tell you, here's your eviction notice and you got so many days to vacate that premises, because they're not going to care where you go. They're not going to care where you go, but you will empty that unit. That unit will be empty. That unit will be cleaned out and it will be given to somebody else. It's going to be like taking candy from a baby. If you don't get up and begin to stand with your grown age and your grown self inside there doing grown things, doing it your own way, and thinking that this ride was never going to end. It's over. Get out now. The Section 8 rental assistance timeline is moving near. It's moving near, and evictions are coming. Get out now. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you what I know. These people are not going to care. If and so you feel as though that you are in a situation where you ain't got nowhere to go. If this happens, you don't know what you're going to do. This is things that I'm trying to do right now, is not to put fear in nobody. It's to put it on your mind that these things are happening. Because let me tell you something. A lot of y'all was saying, when I was talking about us prepping and a lot of us getting our food together, a lot of us buying power banks, a lot of us getting our wood, getting some wood and getting a wood stove put in. I still would love to have a wood stove, but it's too expensive. I can't even afford it right now. But getting your tea lights, all these survival things you're going to need. And right now, what you need is a survival plan of what you're going to do when they come and tell you that you got to vacate that unit. You and your children got to go. And you know what? It's very hard for you as a mother and a father to be dragging children around when you done sit there and you are supposed to be the one providing for them and to be able to know where they're going to lay their head when this thing hits. If the warning is already out here, the writing is all on the wall that these people are not playing with us. They're doing just what they say they're going to do. Every month something has changed. Every month we've been at risk. Every month we've been stressed out. Every month we've been going through. Every month anxiety is getting at an all-time high. Every month people are stressed and depressed. But every month the situation still goes down the way they want it to go down. People are still being laid off. You're not the only one that's suffering. Them coming to put you out is a small thing compared to somebody who done lost their $400,000 house, lost their money, lost all their, think about that. Think about you sitting in Section 8 housing in your warm, cozy house that you didn't have to pay for, but somebody with $400,000 homes and $500,000 homes, and they had brand new cars, and they had good jobs, and they were good people, and now they're out on the side of the road for nothing that they did. Nothing they did wrong. You did nothing wrong, beloved. You've done nothing wrong. This is the system that's broken the way we're going through right now. We're just going through, and you got to go through the motions, and you got to do your part. And right now, your part is to get up and figure out where you and your children are going to go, where y'all going to lay your head, where y'all going to live after they come to put you out. It's almost like saying, bad boys, what you going to do when they're coming for you? And you're not a bad boy or a bad girl. It's just the fact that the bad boys are coming for you. The proposal to cut the rental assistance program is in effect. The proposal to cut the rental assistance program, the 2-year program, is about to go into effect. This is a conversation I think we should have right from now until the end of the year, because there's some, y'all hear the police sirens over there, because this is a conversation that I don't want you to get too comfortable. I want you to be thinking about it the whole rest of this year. I want you to be asking questions, talking to grandmama, talking to your fathers, trying to find your fathers, mothers. If y'all don't know where these kids' daddies at, it's time for you to humble yourself and call these fathers up. And I'm not talking about if they're violent or they done hurt you or hurt them kids or any of that nature. I'm talking about if you got some that you can actually work with that may be willing to want to take care of their kids, but yet because of the fact that they have moved on with somebody else, you decided you're not going to let them see their kids. You're not going to let them be in their father's lives and things of that nature. It's time for us to turn it around, because right about now, you're going to need that man, and that man is going to need you to be able to raise these kids, to be able to bring these kids up the way they should be brought up, or to be able to place them in dad's house. Maybe dad got a house. Maybe dad's mother might want her grandchildren to live with them. You got to figure out where they're going to go, and don't try to hold on to them just so that you can try to get a child support check or a welfare check or whatever. You get out there and create the check. You get out there and be the check. Let somebody else help you with them kids and get them kids so them kids won't end up on the street. A lot of times we as the adults, the Bible says grown women teach the young girls. So right now I'm giving you some lessons, some life lessons that you can use to be able to move yourself in position so that you won't be caught off guard, and that this big beautiful bill that they working right down the list is almost like saying we're ranking our list and we're checking it twice. And now we're trying to see who's naughty or nice, because now it's time for them to come knock on your doorstep in a few months. It's not going to be that long, because this thing is supposed to go down in 2026 from my understanding. And I don't know why people would say don't be putting fear into people, because I'm walking by faith all day long, every single day, being led by the Spirit of the Lord, being led by the Holy Ghost, to be able to put this message out there and to be able to put it out there with love so that you can be protected, so that you can be ready. God does not leave us ignorant to Satan's devices. Know that warning comes before destruction. Warning comes before destruction. So I pray that this message will bless somebody. There are some people that are sitting in Section 8 housing that are working, and they're working class people. They have held the job. And they already know that if you see them laying off government workers, state workers, and they can't afford these rental assistance programs, they're only building unaffordable rentals is what's being built right now. $5,000 and $10,000 rentals. There's no way you, me, or nobody else can afford that. And yet and still, they know this already, but yet they're going to put you and your kids out on the street, out of your Section 8 house, because of the fact that you've been there all this long and they want you to go to work. They got jobs for you. They got jobs for you. Don't sit there and never say there's no jobs. There's jobs out here. It may not be what you want, but it'll help you get down the road. It'll help you along the way. It'll help you kick that can down the road so you can get there a little further. So you got to get up, look in the mirror, say a prayer, and begin to realize that yes, they coming for you. Yes, it's you got to get up off the couch. Yes, it's you got to move in a way that's different. Yes, it's you got to make a paycheck to feed your own kids. Yes, it's you. The Section 8 rental assistance program, the ride is over, and they're coming in right now to be able to shut it down. They're going to start putting you out, and they're going to be putting you out 2026 is supposed to be the year, and once they get all the hoopla done through the state and jump through whoever they got to talk to and get all the paperwork signed or whatever, they're going to start knocking on some doors. Believe this, because everything is happening. Everything that bill said it was going to do is doing, and you're coming up next on the list. This is the sad part. The part that hurts me to my heart is that it's going to cause most of that 3 million people that's going to be put out of these Section 8 houses is going to be children. So many children about to lose their personal space. So many children about to lose their bedroom. So many children about to lose the only place they've ever known all their life that they've called home. They're about ready to be traumatized in the midst of this, not knowing where they're going to go, who they're going to be with. And sadly, some of them may end up in foster care. Some of you may be separated from your children. This is, if you do not, hear me very well, if you do not get up and start making provisions right now and don't sit there and waste these 2 years. Don't waste these 2 years. They're going to fly by like the blink of an eye. 2 years is not that long. 2 years is not that long for you to be sitting there not knowing which way you're going to go or what you're going to do, and then wait until the door knocks, and then all of a sudden, you're going to call everybody in the world and start crying when warning has been sent. Warning has been sent. So that's my rant on that situation. I just pray that you will take this message. If you're sitting in the Section 8 housing and you're living in Section 8 housing and you already know in your heart that you're going to be one of the ones, you already know. You already know. You already know you able to run around, go to the club. You already know you running around all day long, running havoc. You already walking around the house all day long, bored yourself. So you catch up with your homeboys, your homegirls when they get off work. So you go hang out with them for a couple hours, then you come on back to the crib, as y'all call it, and you kick back and you play the PlayStation all day because you ain't got to worry about the rent. You ain't got to worry about it. And you got this woman in here and she got the food stamps and she's cooking and you blah, 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 blah. You eating steak and potatoes and you living large. I get it. Well, guess what? It's time to do something different. It's time for that free horse. That ship done sailed. It's done sailed. And somebody got to tell it to you like it is. Somebody got to let you know that free ride is over. Somebody got to let you know that it's getting ready to be a terrible thing, and it's getting ready to be a place where it's going to be enforced. It's going to be enforced. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when the knock's coming to your door. When it's coming to your door. And ladies, if you would rather have him than to have your place, then that weight's going to be on your shoulders to know where your children are going to go. I love y'all, and I don't want to see this happen. I've been young, but now I'm old. But now that I'm old and I'm in a place where I can actually give some insight because of the fact that I've lived through a lot of this stuff, I already knew how the Section 8 program worked when I was a young girl. It's no different than now. It's really no different. Everything they're doing now, except for now they're enforcing the fact, they finally enforcing what they had started long time ago, that you needed to work and have some type of job or make some type of income. You can't just sit around here and say, oh, if I go to work, they're going to cut my food stamp off. If I go to work, they're going to cut my rent off. Because now if you don't go, they're going to cut you off. If you don't get up out of there, they're going to cut you off. If you can't provide for your children and y'all out there in the street, they're going to get cut off as well. It's a sad thing to say, but that's what's going to happen. And they do not care. Your cry not going to mean nothing. You screaming ain't going to mean nothing. You out in the street acting a donkey ain't gonna mean nothing. They got places for that too. They gonna lock you right on up. The system, the way it is now, is not playing. This is not for you to be playing with your livelihood. This is not for you to be playing with your children's lives. It's not for you to be playing with your lifestyle. Anytime the statistics showing that 3 million, not just you, 3 million people are at risk of eviction. 3 million people will be at risk of eviction when this pops off. 3 million. And the sad part about it is most of those are going to be children. Children. So as you looking at your children's handsome little faces, giggling and laughing and realizing that this could be their last years in this home to have their birthday parties and have a room and a space of their own, it's time for you to take this time and start mending some fences, because you're not going to be able to afford this market rent out here the way it is today, because there's a lot of middle class folks that are out here right now that were not on public assistance, and they cannot afford this lifestyle out here. This lifestyle out here is rough. We can't afford to live this life out here. The way they got prices set now, it's not designed for you to leave that place and walk into another place. It's designed for you to leave that place and hope you own the vehicle that you're in, and you may have to sleep in that. But the sad part about that, now they're telling you where you can park that. You can't just park that anywhere. So you're still going to be shut down either way you come. It's almost like playing checkers, and they got the board blocked. And there's nothing for you to hop over. You just got to be careful as you move around. As you move around, you might be able to move up 1 square, and then you got to move back 2 because they got the line blocked. So just wanted to throw something out there to put it on your mind, let you be understanding that this rental assistance time is up. Section 8 rental assistance time is up. Get out now. When they begin to press the issue, know where you're going to go and get out now. So, with that being said, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified when I drop my next video. If and so you have not turned your notification bells on, please turn your notification bells on so that you will be notified when I drop my next video. And thank y'all so much for hanging out with me this morning. Be blessed. Be blessed.